I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I guess what we need to do is approve the minutes from November. So if you'd look that over.
And the suggestion is you should approve them with a correction.
Yeah, wrong date.
Yeah.
Somebody messed up.
Who did that?
Some people.
I'll blame Brian.
I'll take it.
Okay, I move to approve the minutes with the correction.
I second it.
All in favor? Okay. We need to approve the bills from December 2024. Yeah. Good job on the water pumps. We're saving quite a bit of money.
Dad, did you notice the electric bill?
Electric bill's like almost half
Holy cow.
from
Well,
last
more
year.
than that, it's like, last year was like $1,600 for November. This was $600, so it's,
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. And why is that? Because we were using
Because
the
we did
smaller
the
pump?
it's a 10
Yeah,
horsepower
we
pump.
fixed the 10 horsepower
Well,
pump and
the
the
10
VFD.
horsepower pump also ramps up and down, so if you're not consuming water, it's not putting out the power.
Remember when you were over here and I showed you the line
Uh-huh.
where sometimes we're not pumping anything? That pump's still running. And it's only a 10 horse pump.
Oh, okay.
But it's not
Okay.
running full capacity.
Yeah, it's not running full capacity, so when there's no call for water, it's just taking over. Versus a 30 horse pump that's just taking over.
Okay, that makes sense.
So the money spent on,
Does it have a built-in squash?
Crazy, that's the big
variables?
savings.
It's gonna be at the,
so we spent money to do that, but the savings is already there.
But think over like the years that 30's been running, how much money's
That's
been.
just crazy.
I make a motion to pay bills.
I second it.
All in favor?
No, so-
Alright, yeah? Okay, perfect. Ordinance 138 for easement, so. Where was that? So did you guys read that? We had a little bit of a correction there from last time.
Well, that was a big correction.
Yeah. And we have a little correction that we took care of, so it's rewritten in here. I think the biggest thing was city right away, the distance between the center of the city to the edge of the road. That's where we want the cars off the road, so we corrected that here. I think, looks like it.
in particular, non-running, non-licensed.
Non-running, non-licensed, being worked on, just get it off the side of the road. You can put it in your yard, your property, whatever, just get it off the side of the road.
Is it a camp trailer considered a vehicle?
Yeah, it's in here.
Camp trailer is not specifically in there.
That's
just
it,
with
it does
vehicle.
say vehicles, so I just.
Yeah.
Well,
And then there'll be-
DMV it is.
I think we'll have a separate ordinance for like snow removal time to get anything
Maybe.
off the side.
We were talking about that and
We'll
wondering
work
if that
out.
would be too much.
We'll talk about it.
So we're gonna do a different ordinance, 'cause that's what I was just wondering, because I was just gonna ask, so I won't ask my question if we're doing a different ordinance for
Well,
snow.
my question to Brian is, do you feel like this covers it?
I think it covers, really, it doesn't matter what time of year.
The
Well,
big
this one
problem.
doesn't matter what time of year, it just keeps it off the right of way.
So
But if
we'll-
you need specific snow, I mean, if that doesn't cover your snow removal, if it needs to be more, but
I think for the most part, I think it does, and
if it gets enough of it off, then you don't have a problem. Then
Because-
that's another ordinance.
I mean, the biggest problem is broken down vehicles,
Yeah,
because they never move and they're always there.
and then the clause that the liability
And
is
then the liability is
on the
covered.
homeowner.
Well, and now I put that in there, but just everybody be aware, I mean, it says they're strictly liable if they're parked and then something happens. And strict liability is, it doesn't matter of fault. I mean, if you are truly at fault, you know, you're doing 70 and you're not paying attention and you hit it, the ordinance probably doesn't save you, you
Yeah.
know, but
Right.
it
If you
helps.
can get up to 70 on one of these streets.
But If the snow goes over and dents
Right, then it's their problem.
their
Yeah.
trailer, then
But
that's,
yeah,
that's
you
their problem.
can't, you
It's
can't
not-
absolve yourself of your own negligence, you know,
Yeah.
so if you've done something wrong, you know, it's probably still, yeah, but this will help.
I think it would cover it even.
It's more than you've ever had,
Mhm.
so, I mean, it's, you know, it's probably baby steps, try it, and if you have a problem, then we can address it.
And where it's just us two, really, like, I don't want something that we can't take care of either.
And in all reality, there's only like maybe that many that are really a problem.
Yeah,
Okay, so Garrett, just a quick question, just so I make sure that, because I can see somebody trying to argue this. So say they're parked there for loading or unloading and it's snow season and something happens, could they come back and say, well, I was parked there with my 48 hours and you damaged my vehicle?
Well, and if that, you know, back to the negligence question, you know, if everything you've done is fine, then you won't be liable
Okay,
for it.
perfect, I just
But
wanted
it's
to.
still that negligence question, you know,
Yeah,
if-
okay, I just wanted to, that was just my little, I could see somebody trying to argue that.
well, I mean, if Brian says something stupid, well,
But if in the normal,
in the normal course, it just
Course.
happens, a rock flips up, but if they were parked, you know, I wouldn't worry about
So
that.
don't drive the tractor 80 miles an hour.
No promises.
yeah,
You need the Mythbusters plow in the truck that throws it about 30 feet away.
well, we're not gonna run the big semi, so we're not going 50 miles an hour up and down these roads. I don't like it, you guys won't like it, so.
Get the snow off the road though.
It will, and it throws it a long ways. I mean, that thing was
Hit everybody's
breaking
houses.
branches off the lilacs.
Breaking the windows out.
I mean, it would, so. But I don't foresee it running this year.
So if you don't have any changes, you just need to do a motion to approve 138 and waive all required readings.
Unless people have any issues.
Yeah, if you have other changes, we can go through them, but.
Does it need to be read anyway?
No, if you want to do your motion to waive all required readings, then we takes care of that.
do I say that?
That, whoever makes the motion, that is what needs to be in the motion.
I make a motion, we approve ordinance 138 and waive all readings.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
And then you roll call on that one.
Oh,
Ordinance has to be by roll call.
Okay. You seconded it, right?
uh-huh.
And then a roll call vote?
And a roll call vote.
You have to go around and ask
Yeah,
each
ask
person.
each
Oh,
We'll go this way.
you're good?
Yes.
Pam,
I'm
good.
You're good? You're good? Okay. All right, I guess that'll pass and we'll fill that out.
That one should be good and ready.
Okay. Let's move on.
Upgrade the streets.
Okay, we talked about upgrading the streetlights. How you guys feel about that? It's gonna cost a little bit of money, just like our water pumps, all that stuff.
You're gonna
It costs
eventually have
us-
to do it.
It costs us a little money, but in the long run, it actually saves us a lot of money. So by converting to LED lights, that will, in the long run, save us money.
And it's cheaper to do them all at once, right?
It's better to do it all at once, yeah.
I thought that was approved last month.
It wasn't
No,
approved, we
We
just talked about it.
Yeah. So that comes out of the budget, and so if you guys are good with that, then
Yeah, I
we'll
think
make
it's
that
well
attempt.
documented.
Okay.
You don't have to make a motion, you can do it.
That's one of those that I think is within the mayor's purview, but as small as you guys are, I think it's.
Yeah,
Just as long as you guys are aware, I think, what was it, $4,000 or $5,000?
I think it was
5,000.
Because it's in the budget, right? You have it in the
Yeah.
budget.
Yeah,
So it's like 5,000, but in the long run, it'll save us money.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, the money that we're saving from the power
Oh.
bill pays for it.
And we're just gonna save
So-
more on lighting, so that'll be.
That'll be good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think he mentioned it was about $1,000 a year we'd save on lighting.
Yeah.
So in the
Excellent.
course of 5 years, we.
Wow, that's really
we
good
recoup it.
savings.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Then it's profit quote, profit after that.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, then we'll do that if you guys are good with it, okay? Gil, did you have anything to say about the medical housing that you brought up last time?
I'm still digging more into it. My wife said that it's part of the ADA, so I gotta dig into that.
Okay, all right. Brian, do you have anything to say? Maintenance report?
We just approved the repairs on the lift pump that I sent in. They were able to rebuild it. It's gonna be about $16,000. It's in our budget.
And
It's
just,
more than I
I'm
anticipated.
sorry, what's the lift pump? Is that the one?
It's our
for the
sewer pump.
Okay, thank
Sewer
you.
pump.
and
So all the sewer runs down to a tank and then it pumps from there out to the lagoons.
Oh, okay.
So we have 2 pumps out there and one of them had failed and they're gonna rebuild it. I don't know exactly the time frame.
but that's the backup one.
It will be a backup.
And we did
one.
ask him how much a new one is, and they still haven't sent the quote. He sent me an email today to see if it had come through, but it hasn't.
Yeah. They'll only rebuild them at 60% or less of the cost of new. So I was asking when I talked to him, that puts a new one that, if you figure 16,000 is 60%, I think you're talking close to 40,000 for a new one. So,
Okay,
but they're also supposed to get me a quote for getting on their routine checkups, where they'll just come over and pull the pumps and give them a service. Hopefully we won't have this problem again. They'll
is that
just,
a once a year thing?
Yeah. We've
I think it's
talked about
a,
it
yeah,
before.
one time a year, they'll just come in, they'll pull the pumps, clean them, service them, make sure everything's functioning the way they should, and put them back in.
Okay,
When's the last time they were pulled?
just now, last week.
Is that a trick question?
First week in May. That's what, and I had a circuit rider from the state came over and he's the one, because I knew nothing about it, he's the one that pointed out that the one pump hadn't been running.
So how long has it not been running?
We don't know.
Okay.
Quite a while, because because there are some timers on it, and so there are several hours off. So could have been a week, could have been 2 weeks, give or take.
Well, that's.
So he caught it at a good time. The one pump was doing all the work. The circuit rider is actually the
'Cause-
mayor of Yukon.
If that goes down, don't we start having problems and
Brittany
two.
starts.
whoever's.
Get that
Yep.
fixed, get that fixed, that's me.
Brittany will tell us.
As it turned out, we had a spare in the shop.
Oh, okay.
It had been sitting there full of rocks and it was sitting in the dirt. We had to clean it out. It happened to be brand new.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't
So-
know.
Oh, okay.
Guy
So the
didn't,
plan
guy didn't
technically
know anything about it, so.
is to, when we get the other one back, put it in
But we'll have an
and
extra one on
swap
the
out
side.
and get the other one.
Because that's
service.
very important on
Yeah.
those.
Yep.
We had the same issue in Blackfoot with theirs, and they go down, the whole city goes down, so.
Yeah. There is a way to bypass it. We'd have to have a trash pump and
You don't have that though.
no. But there is a way that we could do it at some cost to us, that we could bypass those pumps to while we were waiting, but it's not
It's not
quite ready to do a bypass. It needs some parts before we could do a bypass, so that's my goal this next year, is to make sure it's ready for a bypass. Just, we can hook up a pump and just start pumping.
Okay.
But on the ponds, we are coming up gradually. Obviously, the ponds are almost frozen over, but we are climbing half an inch or so a week. Interesting enough, we're pumping more sewer now that everybody's inside. And at home, I guess. I don't know.
You're hoping.
We've jumped about 5,000 gallons a day, give or take.
People taking longer, hotter showers.
Could be more, I don't know, but it is interesting. Less water being used, more
But more
sewage
is
going
going
out. I don't know how that works. Maybe engineers can tell me.
People quit watering their yard. That's a pretty big water usage, but that's good that your flows are going down. It means you have very little INI, so. Or if your flows are going up, if they were dropping really bad, a lot of places, if they have water that's coming into the system through just infiltration or some sort of a leak, their flows will stay pretty level throughout the year so that it's going up in the winters, showing that you don't have a lot of INI, so.
That's positive.
But we did have a nitrate test on our wells just recently. They came back positive. The nitrates are going up. That's not something we can do anything about. That's just fertilizer going into the ground, into the aquifer. But we're way under what's we can be. So that's a good thing. Everything passes.
Okay. Basalt bash.
Yeah,
What do you got
so,
planned for that? What do you think?
well, we left it needing to pick a date. There was kind of a mixed opinion. July 4th. I don't know if I want to commit to that.
Probably not. So, city party next summer, the date.
When do you think is a good time? End of June? Later in the year?
I personally think the end of June, because then it's kind of just really starting to warm up, and people haven't got all their camping, and after the 4th, people are just not gonna.
Yeah. That's
So
what
I think the
feel.
end of June. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, maybe before the 4th. Yeah.
I'm good with whatever.
You looking for a weekend or during the week?
Yeah, I would say Saturday.
Last Saturday, 28th
Yeah.
and the 21st.
Yeah.
Would be your last 2 Saturdays in June.
So are we like
I would do the 28th, honestly.
blocking off the road like we talked about, that
Mhm.
kind of thing? Okay.
Yep.
Like just one road? Do we know what road? I'm just
Block
kinda
up all the
curious.
roads.
Block baseball.
Yeah.
All around.
We had talked about from the stop sign just down, just the frontage of this property.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree. I think it should be, did you say the 28th? I think the
28th
28th.
is a Saturday, yeah.
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 Is it possible to use a little park over there, I suppose?
Little park over where?
Just
At the well? Oh, at the church?
yeah.
I think we need to leave it off the church just because there are some people that I think will think the church is doing it. And then they won't come.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion. Let's just party in the street.
Street party. Tacos. Street tacos.
No, burgers and hot dogs.
Okay. So maybe the 28th.
I like that name.
28. You guys, 28. Yeah.
Time,
It's an all-day party.
all day,
10 to 2, I don't know.
That's good.
10 to 2.
Okay.
Okay,
At least you get lunchtime in there.
We can do a dog booth.
If you're on it, no.
Usually that's a mayor thing.
Don't be a mayor.
Well, I can wear the other mayor's
Christmas gift.
Christmas gift. You can ask him if you don't know.
That's a good story.
Just invite him to wear it and he will take himself.
There we
Yeah,
go.
invite him. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, I think that's everything. I guess we'll close the meeting.
Does he have something?
Oh, anybody have anything else?
I guess I could.
Okay.
We did get that LRIP application in on the 5th. So I guess cross your fingers.
Okay.
Everybody's putting them in. And then on top of that, it is the last meeting before Christmas. So I brought the chocolate. That's why I'm really here.
And there's a bite out of every one.
Then we'll know what we're getting.
So we'll have enough boxes left over that, no, I don't start trying to sneak it this time. We'll have like 6 boxes we eat over the next 3 months.
So those proposals that I submitted is what you were looking for, is that? I didn't hear anything back, so
I
Yeah,
did.
we got everything that we needed,
Yeah.
to submit the application.
You did good.
They're getting, they want a lot of information on those. By the time you fill out everything, they take 5-6 hours to fill out anymore.
I did bring a loaf of bread you guys can pick out. All city council members, Garrett, if you
Look
want
down
one.
there.
Brian, if you want one. It's from Great Harvest. It's a variety, so you can just pick through something that you want. And then I have,
He's from
instead of doing hams or turkeys, we're just doing gift cards to Doug's Meat. So you can use that however you want. And
You can buy your ham.
you can go buy, if you don't like ham, get whatever you want. I'm choosing to donate mine to somebody here in Basalt. So we've picked a family that I think I'm gonna give mine to, so I'd encourage you guys, if you can afford
Did you
it,
say it's for Doug's Meats?
Mhm.
Yeah, you can donate mine because we get like bulk meat from other places.
I'll give it to you and then you can donate it to.
I don't know anybody in town.
Good time to
Go
learn.
That's
get
your
to know them,
opportunity.
knock on the
Start-
door, and then
start
nobody
knocking
comes
on
to the
doors.
door. We knocked on several last
So this is
night.
for Garrett, if we could pass that over there. And then we got Byron. Who's that? Guy's not
They called
here.
him that at church,
That's me.
We kicked them out.
Laura.
at the big room
And
They called him Byron.
Alan
He's cute.
and Brittany. So it's a good way to get to know your neighbor a little bit, maybe, and maybe there's some less fortunates that you can give it to. That's
Maybe
what
they
I
wanna
think.
keep them.
Maybe you might want to keep it. whatever you
Yeah,
wanna
I'm
do.
greedy.
That's
Right,
okay.
no.
That's all right. Okay.
We've got a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Pam?
Okay. Well, thanks.